Why would people pay you for your online course or membership site when there's so much information out there already available for free? Okay, that's probably the number one question I get from my students. And it's a logical one, given how a quick Google search will just tell you how much is available for free these days. And it gets even more complicated when you start to give out your own great free content. It's almost as if your free content is competing with your paid content. But as you're about to find out, that's actually absolutely untrue. And as someone who has made millions of dollars selling information products like online courses and memberships and given out thousands of pieces of free content over a decade, I want to break down 3 specific and easy to understand reasons why people will happily pay you for your online course, even when they can find a bunch of great information out there for free. Let's discuss. Welcome to episode 65 of The Graham Cochrane Show, where I'm here to help you build your online business, work less, and live and give more. I'm your host, Graham Cochrane. Hope you are doing well today. Got a great episode for you today. Hopefully we'll unpack a really relevant and pressing question for you and give you some confidence to go out and sell a ton of your online courses in the coming weeks and months. But before we jump in, final reminder, I'm closing the doors to my private 6-figure coaching community this Thursday, July 23rd. You got 2 more days as of when this episode's going live to join. The short story is this is a private business coaching group that I run where I'm giving my students a brand new masterclass training every single month. It's designed to help you scale and grow your business. So I'm diving into all kinds of cool stuff. So you get that masterclass every single month. I'm doing live coaching calls with my students every single month so you can interact with me and get your questions answered. And you get access to a vibrant and active community of people who are like you, online business owners who are at the beginning or middle of their journey. They've already started, but they're looking to grow, bouncing ideas off of each other, sharing wins with each other, getting people to review their sales pages, throwing out copy ideas and lead magnet ideas, and even just venting in frustration when something doesn't work. That community is probably my favorite part of it. And I want you to join before the doors close on Thursday, July 23rd, because once they close, they're not going to reopen again until next year. So this is your last chance to get all the details on what you get when you become one of my members. Just go to the link below if you're watching on YouTube or grahamcochrane.com/community. You got 2 days left to join my 6-figure coaching community. You're going to love it. I want you in there. That's why I'm giving you another warning before the doors close. So all the details are at grahamcochrane.com/community. I hope you join before we close up the doors. It's a lot of fun. We've been getting our students a lot of wins. They've been getting each other wins. Just some smart people in that group. And I'm just pumped to be a part of it. All right, let's dive into the content today. This is such a big question, and there's like variations of this question. How do I know what to give for my free content versus what to keep in my paid course? But anytime I teach people how to create digital products like online courses, which are my favorite, membership sites, like I just mentioned, that's one of my favorite things is running a membership site as well. The insecurity comes up or the doubt comes up, whether you're just at the beginning or you've started and you're building your course, but you're still feeling like, I don't know if anyone's going to buy this, is why are people still buying online courses in an era when there is so much information available for free, so much good information, a lot of video content now. It used to be that it was mostly written, and now you've got video content just as, if not more prevalent. Well, the answer is tons of people are going to keep buying online courses. More are going to keep buying. I'm selling them every single day, and there's newbies selling them every single day. It's not a matter of how big you are. It's just, this is the future. But what I would like to do is explain to you why people are going to buy your online course or your membership site or your coaching program, even when they can find information available for free. And before we jump into those 3 reasons, because there are 3 very practical and simple reasons that I think you'll get, you got to understand something. before we jump into these reasons. One, you're not selling information. You're not. You're selling transformation. You got to understand that. You and I aren't selling information. We are selling transformation. That might sound like semantics, but it's totally different things. If you believe that you're just packaging up information, slapping a pretty logo on it, hoping there's some magic YouTube formula for it to get discovered and some magic sales copy formula to make people click buy, and then you're just going to have money printed, you're missing what we're really doing here, and you're not going to be successful because the information isn't actually what people are buying, and it's not actually what you are selling. You're selling transformation. You're selling results. That's what people want. So if you are a fitness coach, you're not selling fitness training information products. You're selling body transformation. You're selling the experience of going from overweight to feeling great and looking great and feeling attractive, feeling athletic, feeling confident. That's like so much different than I'm selling 13 modules of videos and a workout plan and a diet plan. Yeah. Those are features that come with your product, and that's maybe what is actually being transacted. But you aren't selling that. You're selling transformation. So people want their lives changed, right? If you want a better relationship, that's what you're selling is transformation. If you want your business to grow, you're selling that growth of the business. If you want, like I sell music tutorials, how to record better music. I'm not selling the tutorials. I'm selling the transformation of their music to sound like crap when they play it back to their friends to sounding like what they hear on Spotify and on the radio. Transformation. It's what we love as a human race, is transformation. So you got to remember, information is only a means to an end. That end is results or transformation. Never, ever forget that. That, as the backdrop to this conversation here real quick, are the 3 reasons why people will pay you for your online course and buy your online course, even though there's so much information out there for free. Number 1 is primarily because there's so much information out there for free, people are overwhelmed with content. They're just overwhelmed. I don't know how many videos are uploaded to YouTube every day. It keeps changing. It's bananas. Every minute, there's just hours and hours and hours of video content being uploaded. If you've ever done a Google search or a YouTube search to figure out how to do anything, how many results pop up? How do you know which one is the best one? Have you ever found yourself watching a video or looking at an article to answer a question and it's okay, and you look at another one, and you look at another one, and then they kind of conflict with each other and disagree with each other, and it's overwhelming. We have moved from like an age of excitement and exuberance over, wow, the information age. Anything I could ever want to know is available at my fingertips. I can just Google it and find it. That was exciting. We have moved now into an age of overwhelm. Gosh, there's so much information out there. I don't know what the right answer is. I can't get to the bottom of my query because I just am overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. There's 1,000 articles on this one search result page, and I don't know which one's the right one. So we are in this age. And I have said before, where there is overwhelm, there's opportunity. And that opportunity for you, my friend, is your online course. Why? Because your online course is curated information. You are helping your students and future customers with their overwhelm problem. You want to give them the transformation they are looking for, and you also want to solve the problem of overwhelm that's prohibiting them from getting that transformation. So what you get to do is, in your course, if you build it well, and this is how a good online course should be built, is you curate the best information. Your own information, things that you have learned, you've seen other people teach well. You can even quote other people, bring in other people's ideas, and as long as you give them credit, but you're curating the best information into one place, making it easy to follow, making it step by step, guiding them along the way to get them from one point A, to point B, complete transformation. right? There's no little video here, a little article there. What was that podcast? He mentioned that. That was a helpful book. One place, curated, linear, easy to follow, step-by-step, clear instruction or a plan to get your students from where they are to where they want to be and as quickly as possible. That is one of the largest benefits of an online course. And that's what you're offering people when you sell an online course. It's even better than your own online content on YouTube or your podcast or your blog because it's curated, it's focused, it's a step-by-step plan. It's a very easy way to position your courses when you sell. I do it all the time. So, for example, on the Recording Revolution, teaching people how to record and mix their music. If you go to the YouTube channel, go to the website, it's just, videos, articles. It's little things. It's like this trick, that technique, that concept, those myths, this thing. They're all good. They're all little bite-sized snacks. The most diehard super fans are going to crush every single one of my videos, and they're going to read every single article, and they're going to implement everything, and it's just going to hopefully through osmosis be there. But it's not organized. It's only one microscopic part of the whole puzzle, and it's zoomed in. So it can be helpful. It should be helpful, but it's not the same as when I position my courses, which I say, hey, here is a system that you can follow. Buy the course, and it is a step-by-step plan, a step-by-step system, all your questions answered in one place in an easy to follow, easy to digest, linear step-by-step plan where I hold your hand from here to here. That is appealing. That is why your online courses will sell. Make sense? So people are overwhelmed with all the content. So your online course curates it and gives them a step-by-step plan to follow. Number 2, this one is huge. When it costs money, people take it more seriously. It's just the truth. You and I know this. So 2 examples that come to mind. One is concert tickets. I wish I could go to a concert right now, but COVID. Have you ever gotten free tickets to a show? Right? Even if it's your favorite band, someone gives you free tickets. They got tickets and, they can't go, so they give them to you. Awesome, super valuable, super exciting until the day of the show, something comes up that conflicts with it that's pretty important to you as well. Maybe you just won't go to the show because you know what? You didn't pay for the tickets anyway. It's the same with sporting events, right? The last couple of years, I've had season tickets to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFL team here in town. And I get all the tickets to all the games. And there's, a date, a game or a Sunday or 2 that I can't be there. I'm out of town or I've got a private, a previous engagement. And so I've already bought the tickets. It's fun. They're great seats. And I like to bless people. So I'll just give the tickets to somebody I know who's a big Bucs fan or who would like to go to the game. And I give them the 2 tickets. Those people are grateful. But if something comes up that day that's really important, even though they really want to go to the Bucs game, they could easily just not go because, well, Graham gave them to me. They're free. It didn't cost them anything. It cost me hundreds of dollars, but it didn't cost them anything. So tickets we don't take seriously as if we had paid for them. If those people had paid for those Bucs tickets, or if I had paid for the concert tickets, you better believe I'm going to find a way to get there because I don't want to lose that money. I spent it. I want the experience. There's a sunk cost there that's important. Like we feel it. Oh, I paid for it. I want to get something out of it. So we take things seriously when we pay for them. I was thinking also about personal trainers. The psychology is fascinating. If you want to get in shape, you could buy a gym membership, which is kind of halfway there. You're paying for a gym membership and then months go by. If you don't use it, you kind of feel the pain of, I want to use the gym membership. But a lot of times people pay for a gym membership and it can be super low cost, like $10, $20 a month. And they go, they don't know what they're doing. Then they stop going because they're not getting results. And so if they're smart, they hire a personal trainer, even if it's only for 6 months, where they're paying a lot more per month. And the personal trainer is like, hey, where are you? You should be here. And they have to pay that regardless whether they show up or not. They're going to go and they're going to get results. Why? Because they've paid for a personal trainer. It's just a hack to get them to take action because they put money in, they got skin in the game. So when we're selling an online course and somebody buys it, a magical thing is going to happen. Most of the time, people are going to dive into it, at least somewhat, because they paid for it. And if they dive into it, and if you've done your job by creating a nice, orderly, linear course with a good welcome sequence, a good welcome video that just shows them how to take advantage of the course, they're going to start to get results. They're going to take it more seriously. They're going to pay attention to your video content way more seriously. For example, you could teach the same thing on your YouTube channel for free and in a module of your course that's behind a paywall. And people will get more out of the paid module than they will the free video. They will do what you say, they will put it into practice, they will get results, and they'll get you an awesome testimonial and think this is the most amazing stuff ever. And be like, you know what? I've been talking about that for free on my podcast or on YouTube forever. And I don't get nearly as much of a response. Why? Because people don't put it into practice as much. If it's free, they go, oh, that's a cool idea. And then they move on with their life. They watch cat videos like cat versus cucumber or something, right? If they're watching it in a course, they are more likely to take action. And if they take action, they are more likely to get results. And if they get results, they are more likely to love you because you will be the one that got them results, got them transformation. So it happens both after the purchase and it happens before the purchase because people see this course is probably super valuable. I know because I trust this person because I've been consuming her free content forever. I know because there's some great testimonials on there. I know because I'm sure it's curated. It's going to have everything I need in it. I won't have to just search blindly. And people will a lot of times buy your course just to force them to take action. And once they're in it, they're going to definitely love it and take action. People take information way more seriously when they've paid for it than if they got it for free. And you know that. You know that. That is why online courses are going to continue to be valuable for many, many years to come. Reason number 3 that people will buy your online course, even when there's so much information out there for free, is that people are getting more than the information that you are packaging in the product. They're getting access to you. This is really important. And this, you're going to see this become more and more of a selling point for digital products moving forward because we are in a land of personalities and people we follow. I don't want to use the word guru because it's not really the right word and it sounds really arrogant. Whereas I would say we just finished an era in the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe the 2000 to 2010, maybe even to 2015, an era of nameless, faceless content creators and it just being transactional where like I'm just looking for the best information and I want it and it's very much a transaction. We are moving now into an era largely in due part because of social media and then even the way YouTube has changed where we really have the people we follow on YouTube and then the prevalence of podcasts because podcasts have had a second life, right? Because podcasts are old. They came out long before YouTube and then they died in the early 2000s and then were resurrected. So we are now in an era of following channels, podcast shows, and people on social media that we like picking the people we want to follow. And then we get to know them and we, for better or for worse, we know a lot about them. And so we're picking the channels, not just necessarily literally, but just the voices that we're going to pay attention to. And we really like those voices and stand behind those voices. So when those voices have a digital product, an online course, let's say, or a membership, and they're selling it, we know, hopefully, if the voice or the person is legit, we know that their information is going to be good. So your loyal fans are going to know and trust that your online course is going to be good and that it's going to be helpful. But when they purchase, they know, and they should know if you are selling it well, that they're going to get more than just information. They're going to get a little closer to you, right? Because think about this. You put out a video on YouTube. You put out a podcast episode. You write up your new blog post. Your fans can read it, listen to it, watch it. They can, thankfully, at least on videos and blog posts, leave comments and kind of interact and say, hey, this was great. I really enjoyed this, or ask a follow-up question. And you as the content creator can respond. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for reading. Thanks for watching. You great point there. Or I disagree, or we can agree to disagree, or whatever it is. That is one level of interaction. And on social media, that's, most of what social media should be for, I think, is the interaction, the actual social part. I don't really think it's a great selling platform. It's a great social platform, hence social media. But that's my point, is like there's a level of interaction, but there's such a wide net, especially the bigger you grow, where it's really hard for your fans and your followers to really get your attention. If they grow to really love you and really like you, and they become super fans, they're going to want to get closer to you. And I know it sounds weird. I don't want to be weird about it. And I'm not trying to portray this in an arrogant way, but when you grow a bigger following, you almost become elevated in their eyes, almost superhuman, which is a little scary. And you realize it's like a responsibility you have to constantly remind your tribe, your followers, that, dude, I'm just like you. And I try to do that here. I try to help and teach and share, because for many of you, if not most of you, I am at a place you want to be, okay? I've built a multi-million-dollar business. I've built 2 really successful online businesses. The second one heading towards $1 million business. And so if that's where you want to be, I'm trying to pull you along. Some of you, you're making plenty of money, but you're working all the time. And so I'm at a place where my businesses virtually run themselves, and I've really only got about 5 hours of work to do per business a week, if that. And so you're like, that's where I want to be. I want to be working less. I will communicate those things because I'm assuming you want to come there and I want to bring you there. But all of that said, dude, I'm just as jacked up. I'm just as insecure. I'm just as human as you. And it is very important that I communicate that so you don't fall too in love with the myth of Graham that can be created. But my point in saying all this is that happens the more your audience grows and the more your audience realizes how much value you have to offer. They're going to want to get closer to you. They're going to want to be noticed by you, and not in a weird way, although you might have some wackadoodles, but there's going to be a group that are like, man, I really want to get to know this person better. I would love to be on the inside. I would love to at least just have their attention just a little bit, whether it was just for a practical reason, like I have a really big question that I really want Graham to answer, but he doesn't get to every single blog post comment or YouTube comment or whatever. If I could just get a little closer. Well, how can they get closer to you? They can pay. And no, I don't mean in the prostitution sense, but your paid students deserve more of your attention. They should get more of your attention. And it's a natural, concentric circles. You've got the outside world that just Google something and they see your stuff, or YouTube something. Then you've got a smaller circle inside of that. They're the people who subscribe to your podcast or subscribe to your YouTube channel. And then you have the circle inside of that, the people who joined your email list, who've given you their email address for some valuable content. And now they're hearing from you regularly in the inbox. And that's a really good circle. And then you have a deeper circle in there. That's your paid students. These are people who have now paid you money for something, your online course, a membership site, coaching of some kind. If you have set up your business well, you should devote more of your attention to those people in the smallest part of the concentric circle. Why? Because they deserve it. They've paid you and they're your most loyal fans. And you want to serve them well, treat them with even more attention and affection and respect than the outside. You want to treat everyone with respect on the outside, but you just cannot give them as much of your attention. So your online courses, especially if they're built in a platform like Kajabi, let's say, where beneath every single video in your online course in Kajabi, they can leave a comment, leave a question, much like they could in a YouTube video. But because it's Kajabi, you log into your dashboard once a day, and right on your dashboard, you can see what new comments have come in on any of your products. You don't even have to go product by product by product. You just click one thing and see, there's 7 new comments across all your digital products. And you can see under what videos and what products those comments are. And you can easily keep up with them, respond to them, answer their questions, and just mark them off as you go. That is one level of access that people are paying for. They're not just paying for your information, they're paying for your attention. And it is very scalable and easy to show people in your online course attention when it's on a platform like Kajabi, let's say, because it is easy to just track, easy to quickly get in and respond, and you could just check it once a day or a few times a week and give them your legitimate answers. Another great thing about online courses, especially on the Kajabi platform, is you can have a brand new exclusive, private, free community, which is much like a Facebook group, but you don't have to do it in Facebook, which means it's not exclusive because a lot of people are exiting Facebook. And so Facebook groups aren't as helpful as they once were. So you can have it private behind your paywall, and it's only for people in your products. And they can talk to each other just like a Facebook group, and they can leave comments, and people can like it and share videos and share links and share GIFs and laugh and share answers and reply. And you can be a part of that community, and they can have your attention that way in this private community. You see how valuable that is? And again, if you're smart, you do a fixed amount of that a day or a week. It becomes a small, regular rhythm for you, for your paid students, where they get access to you. And they only get that by buying your course. So I bake those types of things in. Responding to comments inside of a video or inside of a course, private communities. And then you can have like upper tiers of your courses where if they pay more, they can get access to you in a real one-on-one way. You can include a 30-minute Skype call. You can include a brand review video, which I do that for some of my students. You can include, I've done reviews of people's music before if they pay more. There's things like that you can offer that scale to a certain degree as long as they don't take you a lot of time and that are obviously one-to-one, high value, high access. But there's a lot of access that you can offer that not everyone will take advantage of, but they have just as much access to inside of your paid course. And I bake that into my sales copy, and I make it really clear that, look, when you buy my course, you're not just getting access to all this information. You're getting access to me. I'm coming alongside you as your coach. So you get my best curated material. You're going to take it seriously because you've paid for it. And I will be there in case you get stuck. Guaranteed. That's really nice. That moving forward is the knowledge economy. Like, we'll do a whole video on this at some point, but universities, degrees, a lot of those are going to disappear. I mean, it's just inevitable, right? Not just because of the pandemic. I just mean, like, I think a lot of formal education, higher level education will completely disappear, or will have to completely get compartmentalized. Having the one university that tries to attract some of the brightest minds to teach their subject and attract students and pay them charge way too much for tuition. I think that model is dead and is dying. And so I think what you're going to have is a much more split, chopped up, privatized, very narrow, specific sort of, not degree programs, but areas of study. And that's where you want to be. We're on the front of this wave of this knowledge economy, knowledge commerce, this digital revolution, where it's not just fun, free blogs and YouTubes that are just like little tidbits, or it's not just vlogs and just Insta storying my life as an influencer. We're talking about real education here from real people who know what they're talking about. You don't have to have a degree or credentials. You just have to know what you're talking about and be able to get people results. Again, it's not about information. That's the problem with the university model. You get lots of information from smart people with a bunch of letters at the end of their name, but are those people getting you results? Because you need to go out in the real world and take that information and get results. A lot of times that information is outdated, old, or they don't give you a way to apply the information. So the future favors the online entrepreneurs who package information, sell transformation, sell results, have themselves available and create access to their students. And maybe they only serve a few people, they only serve a few hundred or a few thousand students, but they are available to them and they have way more value to offer them than someone going to university. And so that access, it's you. I mean, you're really selling yourself and access to you, which is so valuable. So you got to keep that in mind as you move forward selling your courses. Okay, that's it. So in review, right? Number one, before number one. Number zero, remember, you're not selling information, you're selling transformation, period, full stop. If you get that, you will sell more product in general because you'll probably change your sales copy. You won't talk about all the great information you're going to share. You're going to talk about all the transformation they're going to have after they go through your course. And then the three reasons people are going to buy your online course, even though there's so much great information out there for free. Number one, they're overwhelmed because there's too much great information out there for free. So your course curates the best information and gives them a step-by-step plan. Number two, people take what they pay for more seriously than what they got for free. That will always be the case. And number three, people are paying for access to you that they can't really get with your free stuff. They get more of your attention when they pay for it. And that's going to be appealing, especially if you are doing your job with free material and building an audience that loves you and knows you and likes you and trusts you. So my question for you is, as you're thinking through those 3 reasons, as you're thinking through your online course or courses or even memberships, which of those 3 resonates with you the most right now? Which of those 3 resonates with you the most right now? If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment below. But I want you to think about which of those 3 reasons resonates with you the most right now. And I want you to roll with that energy when you go to sell your course or resell your course or just update some sales copy and really sell with confidence. You know, my friend Ramit Sethi says, don't sell from your heels. Right? Like, oh, I hope you buy this. I'm afraid to ask you for money because, there's so much information out there for free on YouTube. And that's selling from your heels. I don't want you to sell from your heels. I want you to sell with confidence. So which of those 3 reasons gives you the most confidence to go out there and sell your course? All 3 should, but which is the one that you're resonating with the most? Leave me a comment below if you're watching on YouTube. And then, like I said at the beginning of this episode, if you need help growing your business, whether it is sales copy, whether it's how to scale your business, whether it's how to create webinars, whether it's a better launch strategy, whatever it is, how to build out a product suite that's going to stack you up to 6 figures and beyond. If you need help, if you need coaching and access to me, if you need a community of like-minded business owners who are going from anywhere making $100 a month to already doing 6 figures a month that want to grow. I've got students in there who already are doing 6 figures that want to do multiple 6 figures. If you want that community and that coaching and that new training every single month, you should join my 6-figure coaching community while the doors are still open. They close in 2 days on July 23rd, this Thursday. Just go to grahamcochrane.com/community before the doors close. All kinds of details there about what you get when you join, including some exclusive goodies that I didn't even tell you here. All the details there, but I really want to encourage you to join if you need help. If you need help scaling your business for the rest of this year and into 2021, and I know a lot of you do, this has been a weird year. It's been a great season to have a community like the 6-figure coaching community to rally around you when you're sad, scared, insecure, and unsure of the future. I'm here to help you with that. And there's a bunch of other entrepreneurs that are here to help you with that. I want you to join and have the best half of a year you've ever had. So let's finish 2020 really strong and go into 2021 kicking butt and growing and scaling, all while working less, which is a huge part of the 6-figure coaching community. Again, all the details are at grahamcochrane.com/community. And if you're watching this in the future and the doors are closed, I'm sorry, you should be able to join a wait list for the next time I open it up, which will be next year in 2021. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify, I really appreciate you. And I would love a review if you could leave one on Apple Podcast. It really helps out the podcast in the algorithm. And right now, all I really care about is that you are staying healthy and safe and that you're staying encouraged about your business because the world needs to hear from you. You've got really, really great stuff to share. So don't give up. Let's keep pushing forward. I'll see you on another episode real soon.